What's up, everybody? Hey, John Sanders here with Limitless Soups. We're coming at you learning from this book, doing this book so we can become better, whether you're a fifth grader or any grade at all. We have different books for you. We even have one for little bitty kids, the 3 to 6 year old book that actually has a lot of big kid words in it. But it also has a little kid story on one side. So on one side of the page, that's this side right here, it has a little kid story. On this side, it has big kid stories, and we mix them together to show you a whole bunch of stuff. There's even some drills in the back. So if you don't have this book yet, make sure that you get this one as well. But we will be in Broomfield tonight for our actual in-person workout. All right, so we're going to be talking about that very, very shortly. But for right now, let's talk about what happened this weekend. Okay, we had a whole bunch of games. I mean, we had so many games. Even I played in a game this weekend. I mean, like with the little kids. I can't say little because they were 17-year-olds who were dunking on me, but I mean, they were still like, kids. All right, I thought that it went pretty well. We had a lot of games. I think Karen had the most games. Noah had a few. He tried to play in an extra games, but I was like, nah, let the kids have some playing time. So I love the games. The games are why we get better. But it's so funny how, like, I don't know, how little we get better during the games. It does solidify all the work that we've done, but it's a paradox. And it's a weird one, and I'm thinking about it lately because I'm writing about it. And there's a paradox, and this is my fix for it, okay? All right, so I just haven't spoken about this out loud, and I'm trying to get us some gym time in the courts. So I'm going to be speaking to their big wigs soon, hopefully. All right, but this is how I'm going to spell it out for them, since they're not really like basketball enthusiasts. All right, I want to explain like the whole deal in a very, very easy way. So I'm going to chalk it up to a paradox. A paradox is something that you can't basically solve. It's not easily solved. All right, so here's the basketball paradox. When you have players, you want to keep players, especially if they're good. And the best way to keep players is to make them happy. Makes sense, right? All right. Well, to make them happy, you want to play them in a bunch of games, and you want to make sure that practice isn't going to be that hard. You don't want to push people too hard, because you will push them away. You don't want to create anxiety. You want to keep it comfortable for them. But the paradox is, after about a year or two, they're going to catch on to something. They're going to be like, I'm going to leave because I'm not getting better. They really, like, players actually think that the path to improvement isn't hard. So they're going to be presented with a whole bunch of options that aren't that hard. And after about a year or two, they're going to be like, I'm going to switch to a different program. And then what winds up happening is they keep switching to program to program to program. And when our players do that, other programs keep giving them are the same easy things, just in different ways, so they never get better. And if there ever is a program that does it the correct way, well, they're not going to go to that program. So what winds up happening is, like, worse players will go to that program. So then the best players will judge the program by those kids instead of judging them by how hard they're actually working. It's really just, it's a weird thing. So my fix for it is this. You have two types of teams. All right. Now, we have not been able to do that yet because we haven't grown, but we did grow it in California, where I had two types of teams. You need two types of teams to make this thing work, and then it can grow. All right. It's just a theory, I suppose, but I've done it sort of in Oakland. All right. And so you need money teams. Okay. You need money teams to pay for everybody. You need money teams just to kind of show everybody, like, hey, if you don't listen to me, you're going to be one of these teams, okay? And those money teams, they will stay locally, and they won't get any bling for their buck, all right? So they will just play the money teams are what everyone already has. They will practice a few times a week, maybe twice, maybe once, whatever. They will go like just part of the year so that they can play other sports. They can just do anything that they want and just have fun. There's no anxiety. All right, they will play their grade only, I will make it as easy as possible. These are the money teams. That's what everyone kind of wants. Like, everyone wants this, okay? But then we'll have our elite teams. The elite teams will go 1st through 4th, 5th through 8th, 9th through 12th. And these teams are our elite travel teams, okay? And right off the bat, they get to travel. The other teams, they want to travel, but they want to travel to play against bad teams elsewhere. But we're not going to let them travel. All right, so they're going to be like, wait, what? So, a few players might be out. But they're going to be like, okay, we'll still do this because it's very comfortable. And then we're also not going to let them practice plays. They're going to be like, whoa. So now we have even more guys out on that one. And then the elite teams get all this extra stuff besides traveling. They will also get extra gear because they show up more often. They will also get cheerleaders at their games, mascots at their games. They're going to get maybe some signed deals where they're doing our clinics for money. All right, so they will get money basically, right? And they're going to get all this stuff, but we're going to add to their workload. And it's going to be so hard, and we're going to play them again with that 4th grade strategy. So the 8th graders have to play with little 5th graders. So it's going to be so hard every step of the way. But we're going to again hype them up. So it's going to be hype versus money. Hyping up these kids who are working out hard, kind of like the NBA does, where the NBA grind is tough, but they get paid $20 million a year, so they're like, I can do this, right? So that's what we're going to create is like a mini NBA, and I think that's the way to get it done. Because what I'm asking you guys to do right now is wait 5 years to be better. And you're like, what do I get right now? And I'm like, nothing. Wait, but you need something right now. So, I give you guys coins. I try to have this show, try to hype you guys up, I don't know, but that's all that we can really give you guys, right? We can't really give you guys more right now because we can't afford cheerleaders and everything like that. And even if we did, we don't have enough players because all of you would get it. And it doesn't count if all of you get it. We need some of you to get it, and we need a lot of you to not get it, so you can feel special. It's that little feeling of specialness, something like that. That will push you harder because everyone just wants to just feel special. Like they want to feel like, oh, dude, I'm getting this and you aren't. And part of that I'm getting this means that someone else can't get it. It's a very strange human thing. It's a little toxic, but we're going to use that to make you guys greater. All right. So that's the overall game plan. Thank you for letting me talk it out. If you have any advice, just let me know. Anyways, we got Teo here in the comment section. I got Kieran and Declan Louth. What's up? And I got Taz. What's poppin', homie? All right. Next thing is our YouTube video for the day. I do not know what it is. I mean, there's a lot of times I don't know what it is because I'm planning for the show, not watching the show. All right. So let me see. So there we go. We talked about how Steph Curry is not what you think he is. All right, so he's not a point guard. How he's not a point guard. Oh, but the one that we did before us, the social experiment. What would you do? I want you guys to watch that one and let me know what you would do because it's hilarious. It's one of my big philosophical questions. What would you do if there was a jerk that was just hitting shots on you, but he only hit shots on you? So what would you do? How would you react? And just watch the video. It's the one that posted on Saturday. So just let me know what you would do. And I think it's just an interesting question. All right. So anyways, comment on that video. Comment in the text that I just sent out to everybody. Whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. All right. Anyways, let's move on to the quote of the day. The quote of the day is, luck counts. All right. I love this quote because, it does count. And there is a certain stance where you can make yourself luckier. I think about that, where you're falling down backwards, you have the ball in your hand, about to travel. You can throw a backward shot, or you can throw it up a little higher. You can give your luck a little bit more chance, right? Or heck, you can practice that shot a little bit in your fun time, when you're just tired of working out and you're like, dude, I've done so many fundamental things. Have some fun with it. Practice your trick shots. Why not? All right? Because at the end of the day, luck does count. And I always justify luck counting because you don't want it to count when you're like Kieran hit a bank shot in the 8th grade game. And and a bank shot from 3. And you know he didn't mean to shoot that shot. And I was like, how many points do you have? Should we count the bank shot? He goes, no, we're not counting the bank shot. It's a horrible shot. But you have to count that shot. Why? Because you will have as an equal number of unlucky shots that will not go in. You will shoot the thing perfect, like perfect rotation, like everything. You were on your tippy toes. It was like ridiculously just in, and then like, I don't know, a bird came out of nowhere and hit the ball, or it just went in and out. And it just happens, right? You have so many unlucky things happen to you that you have to take the luck. So don't discount luck, but make yourself more likely to be a product of luck, or make yourself more likely to be a person that earned luck, I suppose, okay, by putting yourself in the luckiest position. So make sure that you stand in front of the class, make sure that you show up early, make sure that you work out in your spare time so that you just get used to the ball. All right, put yourself in position to be lucky. All right, so always showing up is a great way to have luck always be on your side. So luck counts. Luck counts. There was the most lucky thing I've ever heard in sports, besides like all those crazy shots, is the story of, I believe it was Joe DiMaggio. If I'm messing up, my bad. Someone old, correct me in the comment section, please. But there was a guy who got sick one day, and he didn't show up to play first base for the New York Yankees. And they were like, well, okay, who's up next? Joe DiMaggio, come on in. And Joe DiMaggio stepped in and never gave up the spot. And he became like a Hall of Famer and just played so many straight games. It was like ridiculous. And the guy never got his spot back. But I mean, that's unlucky for one guy, but it's extremely lucky for Joe DiMaggio, because why was he on the bench? I mean, he's a future Hall of Famer. Just no one knew who he was, but he needed luck to get in. So luck counts. Moving on to our itinerary for the day. Itinerary means like agenda or stuff that we're going to do or schedule, okay? The stuff that we did in the past is the high school stuff. We don't do high school stuff right now every single day. We do it like in advance. We always do the middle school stuff. So the high school stuff that we did in the past, +7, -7, great drill to do on your own. Blindfold dribbling, you can just close your eyes to do that one. 1 ball or 2 balls. Rhythm drill is a great drill. Scissor ladders to shots. Flare, repeat to shots. Make sure you guys try to utilize that during games. We still have not reached the point where we're able to swing the ball even one time during games to get down to the pin down. All right, so try to get down to the pin down, basically, is what I'm trying. Then we have interior cuts and passes. Stuff that we're doing in the future, coming up here soon. Pick and roll, pass to roll, weekend ball pounds, bluff and recover, help side to close out, quick shots, and then fast break, post, seal. All right, the stuff that we're doing tonight. This is the stuff for tonight. All right. We got half court game. Make 20 scissors J's in 3 minutes. Ball pickup layups, juke straps, hurdles, and jingle bells. Stuff that we're not talking about. The hurdles. We will have a hurdle group. Make sure that you jump your hardest. All right. We also do hurdles for our combine. I mean, being able to do hurdles in a quick fashion, it's a great way to help you out for games, because your second jumping ability is a very, very valuable tool in basketball. The other one that we're not talking about is the half court game. The half court game, we're going to be shooting 3-pointers. All right, or shooting 2s, whatever you got to, but you're going to start by shooting a half-court shot. And if you make that half-court shot, you got a victory lap. That's the only point that we count. Try to make as many half-court shots as you can in 10 minutes. But if you happen to miss the half-court shot by hitting the rim, you have to make 3 elbow jumpers to get your next half-court shot. If you hit the backboard, only the backboard, then you have to hit 3 scissor jumpers. So it's 1, 2, 3 between your legs, and then shoot the elbow jumper to get your next half-court shot. And if you airball the half-court shot, then you have to shoot 3 threes to get back in. As for the other ones, I don't know. Let's watch them real quick. Yeah, you hear the music. There we go. All right. So we got make 20 scissor J's in 3 minutes. All right, you gotta make 20 scissor J's in 3 minutes. That's the goal. That's a very, very good goal. It's a good drill so that you are like moving, so that your stamina is getting built up, and so that your dribbling is getting better and your shots getting better. So you're working on 3 things at the same exact time. All right. As for the next one that we have tonight, the next drill that we have tonight is ball pickup layups. Place the ball down for your partner, sprint, scoop. The ball gets picked up with your right hand if you're on the right hand side. Okay, it's underhand and you smash it high. While your hand is picking it up, the opposite foot should be stepping on the ground. So it's kind of a hard little deal, but make sure that you don't slow down. You might even have people chase you if you guys aren't running fast enough, so make sure that you run your fastest, tap the ball up high, and then score the ball. This will also help you, Kieran and Lau, stop missing layups on those fast breaks. Next drill that we got juke straps tonight. Alright, putting the juke straps together, and trying to juke each other out. Alright, you can't just run one speed, you gotta change speed, direction, and hands, but not hands right now. So speed and direction. Alright, and you want to be elusive so you can go around people on offense. Be elusive so you can stay with people on defense. Okay, this helps the defender and the offensive player out. Alright, try to stay in screen though. Don't run at a screen. Alright, no spins allowed because you saw what happened when he spun. Spinning is cheating with this one. Alright, so stay facing them. Try to stay on the line, and that's the drill. Alright, last drill that we have will be the jingle bells. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. No one likes me singing, but yes. So you get a big black guy to stand on top of a chair, and then you raise some jingle bells up, and then you hit those dopamine centers. So you want to hit that thing so badly, you hit it. Nice job. You want to jump up and hit it? Can you hit it? No, you miss it. Alright, but you can do this against the rim, you can do it against the backboard, heck, you can do it against the ceiling. Just jump your highest. It's a trick to make you jump your highest because people who are dunking are more likely to want to jump a whole bunch of times. What I don't like are people standing still. So that's why I don't even like using the jingle bell sometimes. So I mean, like, just figure it out. Who is doing the homework? Is anyone doing the homework? A lot of people are doing the homework. We did have a missed post today. Stop adding posts if you're not doing our post. But yes, Kieran and Declan left doing a whole bunch of homework. I saw Taz, saw Teo. Nice job, you guys doing look at that, 40 minutes of working out. I like that a lot. That's the one that shouldn't be on there. Jeez Louise, who added that? Alright, triple cross repeat right there. I see you working, you guys. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. This is what it's all about. Alright, there's the team practices, there's the open gyms, there's the games, there's all this crap that we do, camps. It's the workouts. I mean, I can't even hide the fact that it's just the workouts. The workouts are all that matter. Why isn't it everything that we do? Because it's just not how people work. You need to do these workouts. You need to do them a ton. All right, that's the secret to everything. The secret is unlocked. It's unlocked. Throw away the key. That's how you do it. You gotta work out. Let's check our movie of the day. Nope, our story of the day. Wakes up when all extremely rich people wake up, whenever he wants to. Yet still, Bill Gates chooses to wake up early to work hard. He was lucky enough to go to one of the few schools in the country that had a computer back then, but far more lucky to have a passion for something one would have to force someone else to delve into. Yes, indeed. The power of being a dork. The power of being a tryhard. The power of just, like, I don't know, just doing something that no one else wants to do, man. So it goes, what time of day do the richest people in the world wake up? And the answer is whenever the heck they want to, because they're the richest people in the world, right? But he still chooses to wake up early. Mark Zuckerberg for Facebook was offered like $1 billion for Facebook. That dude said, give me half. They said, really? He goes, yeah, but let me keep working. So he still owns it. He just said, you guys own it. I don't care. Take it. I just want to keep working. Dude, he just wanted to do that. You guys who are thinking, I'm going to make the NBA, and then you're going through all this work. You're like, I hate the work, though. I hate the work. Yeah, that's going to be really hard. You got to fake it or something, man. Doing homework right now, you couldn't hear it? Well, I just retold you right there. Bill Gates wakes up whenever he wants to. He chooses to wake up early. So when like, for those of you guys who are like, yeah, the 6 a.m. workouts, I wanted those. Why aren't you doing them? Just figure out a way to wake up and do them because you don't love doing it. It's going to be much harder for you. So you have to fool yourself into loving it because you just weren't born that way. But after a while, maybe you'll switch. Okay? So for those of you guys who just love hard work, your life's going to be easy. For those of you guys that love shooting 500 shots every single day, your life will be cake. All right, for those of you guys who love sprinting, who love lifting weights, who love ball handling, who love jump roping, your life will be very, very easy. For those of you guys where all that stuff is very, very difficult for you, okay, then your basketball life will be hard. It will be. All right, it would be very hard. You won't make it as high as you could. You just won't. But push it. and you need to push it as if you were a person who did enjoy all those things. Okay, that's the secret. Oh, that's a hard secret to learn. That's another secret, but yeah, man, that is tough. Now we will check out the movie of the day. Movie of the day for 10th graders, and this movie is called Goon. If your parents let you watch like rated like I'm thinking like PG-13, maybe I think it's around that high. If they let you watch those kind of movies, I say this is a great movie for any age because it's funny, but it's also heartfelt. And you can watch this one with your dad and mom too, like because it has everything in this movie. It has like the funny stuff. It has like the fighting stuff. It has like a love story, like a legit one for reals, and it has like decent acting in it too. So like I think everyone will like this movie. But this movie is so underrated. I feel like no one even talks. Now I've never heard anyone talk about this movie. But it's called Goon. It stars Stifler. I don't know what his real name is. John Michael Scott Michael Van Pelt. Alexa, who stars in the movie The Goon?
Goon stars include Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, and Zendaya.
That's not the movie I'm talking about. Okay, Alexa, who stars in the movie The Goon?
Goon stars include Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott. I think that's what I said. I think I said Sean William Scott along all those names that I guess. I knew he had three names. But yes, Sean William Scott. It is a cool movie though. But if you missed the story of the day, if you ever missed the story of the day, it's actually on our website. Where it'll lead you to a page that has all the stories of the day. And I don't know if anyone knows that. But yes, it's hard to hear sometimes. I don't know how to rev up the volume. It's very, very strange. But I just kind of repeat it right after it shows up. However, for this movie, I'm gonna get. It's not like again. It's a very good movie. It's not unbelievably amazing. I'm gonna give it 42 stars because it is very, very solid. Like it's. Normally you would think this is like a 35-star out of 50-star movie. Nah, man, this is like a 42-star movie. Trust me. All right, watch this movie, especially if you're a 10th grader. Do a movie report on it so everyone else can like be hyped to see it as well. But trust me, it's funny, it's cute, it's cool, it's whatever you're expecting. But think about this one, Dylan Brooks in the NBA. He's trying to be a goon. Like what a goon is like an enforcer. It's like the guy who's going to take a punch on the team. Every team needs one. That's what they say, right? And it's like basically so the star player doesn't have to get hurt because Michael Jordan shouldn't be fighting. Dennis Rodman, step in there, Dennis Rodman, right? Should always be like a guy to protect the Isaiah Thomases with the bad boys, right? Draymond Green is supposed to be the enforcer for the Golden State Warriors, but he ends up beating up his own team. But every team has the enforcer. I've kind of been my team's enforcer in college a little bit. I mean, but it's a cool role. And so hockey is a very strange sport in that they embrace this idea. All right, they actually stop the game and they allow two people to fight. They take off their gloves and they fight, and then they both go to the penalty box for like 5 minutes, and then they come back out, and then it's just like I guess it's like to just relieve that tension, so that people like don't like keep it pent up on the inside, and then one day they're like, I hate you, baby, or whatever crazy people do. All right, so yeah, it's an interesting part of hockey if you've never watched a game, but we're having it here with Dylan Brooks, and if you're gonna be a goon, you're gonna be a stopper, you're gonna be the enforcer, don't be a Dylan Brooks, man. You got to actually bring it. I think that they play again tonight, so we'll see how Dylan does tonight. Hopefully he's not punching anybody in the family jewels. That's all I'm saying. You ain't got to do all that. All right, let's move on to the trivia question today. Trivia question brought to you by Limitless Hoops, brought to you by us because we don't have a sponsor yet. All right, but anyways, Kiernan is now tied with Teo. What happened, Teo? Dang, this comeback has been epic. All right, how many more days do we have in the month to be doing this? It's the 24th, so we need the 24th, 26th, 27th, 28th. These are the last 3 days. So the winner, it will not probably be a tie. Unless Taz jumps in there. Taz can actually make it a 3-way tie if he gets it today. There's a chance for Taz to make it a 3-way tie. Dad says this movie is good. Oh yeah, your dad would definitely love this movie. Randy is a goon. But yes, good luck with the trivia question, you guys. Get your Google machines out and try to find this really, really hard, difficult question. There's no way in heck you can solve this question by heart. I mean, you just don't know this answer. I've never heard of this guy a day in my life. Our girl, our it, or maybe thing, day, I don't know. Anyways, here's the trivia question today. Which player won 8 NBA championships with the Boston Celtics and was drafted in 1956? That's the question. Which 1956 draft member? I'm guessing he's won the most NBA championships out of everyone drafted in the 1956 draft, because that's a pretty insane number. Who won 8 NBA championships from that draft? From the 1956 draft, and the hint is he did it with the Boston Celtics, because that's the only thing that makes sense, because Boston won every freaking championship in the world. Russell, it's not Russell. He was not drafted. He was drafted before that. Yeah, so nice guess. It was not Bill Russell. Bill Russell won like 11 championships. This guy won 8 championships and was drafted in 1956. Nope, again, not Russell. You guys are spelling Russell wrong. Yeah. No, he's still spelling Russell wrong. That's the answer right there by Kieran and Declan right there. The answer is Tom Heinsohn. Tom Heinsohn. I can't really pronounce his name, but Tom Heinsohn. It looks like a regular dude, man, but he was balling out. He was a territorial pick back in the day. Back in the day, they figured that the United States was kind of broken up pretty evenly, and they figured that any like local players would be very popular for NBA teams. So they made you play for whoever you were near. Probably also cut down on buying them houses. They're like, just live with your mom, buddy. All right. So why did he retire? Oh man, Google's trying to tell me some interesting news. Retired because of a foot injury when he was only 30 years old. Having averaged 18.6 points a game, 8.8 rebounds a game. He was elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts in 1986 as a player, and 2015 as a coach. With 20 points per game, he got made into the Hall of Fame? Oh, that's a low bar. Anyways, Kieran is now leading. The comeback is complete. You guys still have 2 more days to pass him up. He is now 5-4-1. Nice try, everybody. Keep it up. Our last thing that we're talking about, the picture of the day, the image of the day, the cool thing of the day, or whatever, is another Dylan Brooks topic. The referees. What's going on? And how do these players smooth over the referees? And it seems like they're just doing themselves a disservice, but I think what they're doing is actually working. When you really think about it, maybe not Draymond. He's taking himself like a little too far, and Dylan Brooks is taking it too far. But I mean, Giannis and Embiid and Joker, and who else is there? Out of all the whiners, I think those are the main whiners. But they're also the biggest guys. So chances are they are getting hit, like for reals. But with that said, they have whined their ways into like a lot of free throws. And I know that they're also the superstars of the league. So maybe it's just like with great power comes great allowance to be a whiner. I don't know what it is, but these players work the referees, and the coaches work them too, man. And I think the main crux of this is that we're all human, and when you're at like, let's say like the Warriors home and the crowd is so loud, or you're like in the Sacramento Kings home and the crowd is so loud, and you're like calling a call, and every time that you call it against the home team, everyone boos, and every time that you call it for the home team, everyone cheers. You don't want to, but your mind is picking up dopamine centers. It just feels better to hear the cheers versus the boos. So because we're all human, we're all like, these referees, they're going to be biased toward the home team. It's going to be tough not to be biased. I mean, it's just really, really, really hard. Embiid has more flagrants than Draymond. He does. Dang. All right. But, so they're also, though, human when it comes down to us smoozing them over. All right? And I got so many tricks up my sleeve. I am like the king schmoozer, and I'm like, I try to, like, except for that one old gray-haired ref. If you're watching, dude, hi. No, I kind of argue to him. But everyone else, I am so nice to because it matters. And if you can, like, control your attitude, I think it'll be good because unless you're a superstar, yelling at them does not work. It does not work. So you guys, try to be kind to the refs. You don't need to cry. You don't need to scream at them. You need to probably just like make them your friend. Go to them before the game and say, good luck today, ref. Like things like that because they are very, very valuable assets if you can pull them on your side. And since we don't have big arenas to be screaming, the next best thing you can do is to smooth them over a little bit. But don't go too far. They don't like suck-ups either, okay, guys? Anyway, that's my time. Come to the teleworkout tonight at Broomfield. I will be there. No one else signed up anywhere else, so we're here. And the quote of the day is luck counts. I will see y'all soon. And great job with Kieran with the comeback, baby. The comeback. Cue my music so I can get out of here. Reese's Pieces, everybody.